Amazing Eric Sports. Sports and laughs. It's all love. Ow! Are you ready to see some brutal, vicious, violent sparring of Mike Tyson from the 80s? I hope you are. If you're not, buckle your seatbelt. You got to get ready for this. And just because I'm not sure if you're ready, let me show you these 3 pictures first, because you can't watch this video if you can't handle these 3 pictures. Tell me when you have ever seen somebody getting hit like this in sparring. Or when have you ever known a top blue chip prospect on his way up to not even wear headgear in sparring? And if he does wear headgear in sparring, his headgear looks like this, whole face out. Or when have you ever seen a man growling like this in sparring? Because the sparring is so violent. I have the answer for you. Never. You've never seen it, but you are gonna see it today right here. It's your boy, Amazing Eric Sports. Let's go, man. What is up, my fam, my people? It's your boy Eric, and I'm back here live with another one. We are gonna jump right into it today. I have a treat for you today. We're gonna share it. You're gonna see my live reaction to it. Let's just jump right into it. The first stop we have here is Mike Tyson in 1988. Buckle your seatbelts. We're about to do this live. It's on and popping. This is Tyson LaCosta in 1988, y'all. Oh, first of all, we're noticing these body shots. And then look at Tyson's headgear. He hit him low. He doesn't even care. He's back. Oh, these punches. Who? Look at these. Oh, look at these body shots. Oh, combinations. Look how, is he gonna fall? He's trying to knock him. This is supposed to be sparring. How much are they paying him? Oh. Oh. This is like, why did you? Oh. Notice Tyson's headgear. Notice the headgear with the whole face out. He's either no headgear or the whole. Why does he even have that on? I guess it's protecting his ears. Because LaCosta's digging now. He's really digging. Oh, this is real work, y'all. Oh, look at that uppercut. Look at Acosta's shirt. It's hanging all off. He's beating it. Oh. Okay, looks like he changed shirts here. Okay, they got that shirt. That shirt was, I'm sure it was messing up his arm. His range of motion. Look at, oh, this is real work. Oh. They don't spar. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I can't. Oh, my God. Look at these guys throwing. This Acosta guy is really tough though, y'all, because Tyson is unloading on him. He's still chunking. Look at him. Get good work. This is like, oh, you can actually watch heavyweight fights now and they don't look like this. And this is a sparring session. Oh, did you see the right hand? Oh my God. That was absolutely brutal. I mean, really, guys, be honest. How many heavyweight championship fights do we see now that have that much action in it? And those guys were just sparring. As I watched that clip, I said to myself, man, Tyson's only like 23 years old here. But he was so comfortable in that environment. He was so comfortable in that kind of violent fighting type of atmosphere, and it made me think, how long has he been fighting like this if he's only 22 or 23 years old and fighting men much older than him? And that is the perfect segue into the next sparring session we're going to show my reaction to. This one is Mike Tyson in 1983. He was only 17 years old and he's in with a grown man, so it shows you what we see here started a long time ago. Mike Tyson, 1983, 17 years old. Check this one out. First thing I noticed before I push play on this is that he is there with Cus D'Amato. Most people say if Cus D'Amato wouldn't have passed away, God rest his soul, but if he wouldn't have passed away, Mike Tyson would have been the greatest ever on all of our lists. That's how much of an influence, that's how much he had Tyson locked in and ready to fight. So I'm trying to remember before I watch this, this is the 17-year-old Mike Tyson sparring a grown man. So let's push play on it to check it out. Let's see what Clark and Tyson gonna do. All right, the first, oh, right hand, right off the top. Look at his head movement. Early, 17, oh. He's so aggressive. Look how aggressive he is. 17 years old. He's swinging for the fences. Mike Tyson really trying to kill this dude. We got to watch it again. That was too short. We going to watch it one more time because I got to see that one more time. Here it goes. All right, hold on. Oh, if you notice the aggression here, you just don't see this in sparring. And this was 17. This is no holding back. This is throwing real shots. Watch out when they wheel around. Look at these shots, even the one he's missing. Look at these punches. 17 years old, no headgear, in against the grown man, and the grown man is wearing headgear. This is the type of training that Customato, Kevin Rooney, Teddy Atlas had Mike Tyson coming up under. The one thing I notice about these sparring sessions is the intensity, the passion, and the speed at which they're working. This reminds me a lot of Mike Tyson's training. As I dug a little deeper into this and started to look at Mike Tyson's training videos, you start to notice this is how Customato, Teddy Atlas, Kevin Rooney, this is how they trained him. He trained at this speed, so he sparred at this speed. Check this out. Look at this, training fast, head movement. That's Teddy Atlas pumping that jab right there. Look at this. That's not just shadow. That's not regular shadow boxing. That was not regular shadow boxing. When these guys trained, they trained at a speed and a pace that other people didn't. That's why the intensity of Mike Tyson was just on a different level at that time. Nobody trained and worked like this dude. And not only did they just train him just to be rough, they trained him with skill and technique. So he wasn't just an animal. He was an animal that was highly skilled. That's another thing about his training that goes, sometimes I think it goes by the wayside. It wasn't just rough. It wasn't just wild. It was very skilled, and it moved over to the boxing ring. Watch this clip and you'll see what I'm talking about. Look at this. Head movement training. This is 17 years old. Head movement training against grown men. Head movement, moving your head movement. And these things translate to the ring. So take a look at this. I really want you to look at this. Watch this part. This shows how you take it from sparring to the ring. See what that looks like right there? Remember that and watch the fight. Look at this. Look at this, how it translates. Bam. That's how it translates. Watch it. Here it goes. Watch it. It's head movement. Same thing in sparring. Same thing in training. Bam. The things they trained Mike Tyson on, from training to sparring, it wasn't just animalistic. It was highly skilled, and it translated over to the boxing ring. I tend to agree, if he could have kept that core group of guys from Customato to Kevin Rooney to Teddy Atlas there intact, he really might have been the greatest of all time. Okay, the last thing I want to share with you, fam, the last thing I have to share with you guys. This is a special that was on HBO in the 80s about Mike Tyson's sparring partners. Even they recognized back then how brutal and almost abnormal the sparring sessions were with Mike Tyson. So they decided, we have to talk to these men that would literally put themselves through something like this every single day. So they talked to these guys. The first one is a brother named Anthony Davis. The second one is named Deon Burgess. Check out what Anthony Davis has to say. Check out Anthony.
Like a fight. You rib yourself up. You get yourself geared up to actually face this guy every day. And you look to try to hurt him because he's trying to hurt you.
Now, did you hear Anthony? And first thing is, we're going to pause it right here on Anthony. Look at Anthony. This is a rough brother right here. This is James from Good Times, brother. Let's bring up James. Remember James from Good Times always was mad? James looked like he would rip anybody's face off. That's how this brother Anthony is. And see, the first thing is he's named Anthony. And back then that meant something. They didn't call you Anthony. They call you Tony. See, just the name Anthony meant something different back then. He said, you know, every day you have to try to hurt Mike Tyson because he's going to try to hurt you. This is not what sparring is like now. These guys are different. Let's go to the next one. This is Deon. And before we bring up Deon, you see Deon right here. But before we listen to Deon, I want you to notice as Deon talks, notice the size of this brother's chest cavity and his neck region and the trap area and his arms. These were the size of men that they had to bring in order to even hang and be able to take the pounding that Mike Tyson would give out every day. This is not this new age. This is the 80s. They didn't have the same stuff and the same technology to get all cut. This is cornbread, collard greens, railroad track strength. These brothers were tough. And check out what Deon has to say about this.
You must do nothing but concentrate on nothing but Mike Tyson for 3 minutes And before you get in the ring, you have to really prime yourself up for that. If you don't, then that could create problems for you.
Did you hear Dion? Y'all think I'm making this stuff up? This is real talk. Dion said you must do nothing but concentrate on Mike Tyson for 3 minutes. You couldn't think about anything but Mike Tyson. You couldn't think about your girlfriend. If this was current age, you couldn't be trying to Instagram and Twitter and post to your Facebook. You get your nose knocked off. You would go to pull your headgear off, boop, your nose hit the floor. It'd be in there with your headgear. This is different level stuff, y'all. Next level fighting. Now we're going to listen to a little clip of Kevin Rooney, the trainer, because he tells these guys when they first come in, he doesn't want them to be surprised. He wants them to know Mike is going to try to take your head off. You need to know what you're getting into. Listen to what Kevin Rooney says. He tells the sparring partners before they even get into the ring with Mike.
Make it a point to say, look, I want you to go out there and I want you to do the best you can do. I want you to go out there and I want you to hold them back. This isn't a sparring match. My guy's here to fight. My guy's gonna go hard.
And finally, here is Mike himself. If it wasn't enough to hear from the sparring partners, if it wasn't enough to hear from Kevin Rooney, here is Mike himself on how he likes his sparring sessions to go. This is Mike Tyson in his own words.
I think the best profit of it is when you have a sparring partner in there that's not intimidated and is throwing punches and trying his best to get the edge and win. Like it's a fight.
I told you, Mike Tyson said he wants it to be like a fight. A real fight. That's what he's looking for. The very next sentence, we cut it off too early, but the very next sentence he says he wants them to try to knock him out. This is what he was raised on. This is why he was so violent in the ring. And this is why people thought he was on path to become undisputed, the best ever to do it. Okay, we will wrap it up right there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead, click the subscribe button. Stop tripping. Subscribe to your boy's channel. If you've already subscribed, as I always say, good looking out, fam. Greatly appreciate it. Much love. Until the next one, it's your boy E signing off. Peace.